Welcome to the David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
What's up, party people? Are we having fun? I hope so. We're going to have fun with this show. Anyway, CMA Fest, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. We will be there in the press room conducting interviews, and right now I've got over 40 artists that are coming to say hi and sit down and talk with me. So we're going to have some fun with that and kind of try to enjoy ourselves, but it's going to be hectic, crazy, and insanity will ensue. I'm telling you, it will.
Oh, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, everybody, please welcome back to the show, Miss Brittany Bishop. Hi.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me back on. It's been a minute.
I know it's been, yeah, Christmas. Yeah, that was it.
That was at least 3 years ago.
No. A couple of months ago. Hell, I don't even know what month this is.
I don't either. Someone please tell me.
It has been crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all got a ton going on. That's amazing.
Well, it's, I'm just thankful to the people that listen to the show.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had some really good artists like you come on, and it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of weird for somebody that just started out with a hobby.
I mean, hey, you're taking this hobby a long way. You're at the CMA press room. Come on now.
Well, yeah, and see the billboard?
Oh, yeah, I did at the Nashville sign.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's up there till, well, when this airs, it'll probably be off. June 2nd is when it comes off. Tomorrow is when it comes off. Okay, yeah. Which is Sunday, so.
Okay.
I think. Is tomorrow Sunday? Okay.
This is a podcast called What Day Is It?
What day is it? Who knows? Who cares? But yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, I've been really thankful for everything that's going on, and helps you guys get out there and get heard. Absolutely.
We love that.
Well, that's all I want to do. Besides, it's the only way I can get people to come sit and talk to me. So
that's a good get. Start a podcast.
How do you get people to come visit? Start a podcast.
Yeah.
Then your kids really won't come around. Caitlin's over there looking at me weird. You looking at me or the board?
I'm always staring at the monitor.
Oh, okay.
The only time I look at you is when you say something really weird.
See?
I guess that was one of those moments.
One of those moments.
Yeah.
Love it. It's fun. So, Christmas, and then you did the EP release party.
Yes, we had a big show at the Underdog, which...
There was a big crowd there, too. I was impressed.
It was, actually. Me, too. Yeah, that was one of those things where I just, like, you know, every show I kind of do this, where you just white-knuckle it, and you're like, golly, I hope someone shows up.
Yeah.
And I've got such good friends, and made some new friends that night, and...
Yeah, I quit counting at 30. So.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, we were just so happy with how that went, and it was kind of our first, like, big... show since I recorded this record. So it was, you know, I was so glad that it went the way that it went, and it was just surrounded by so many good family and friends, and
oh yeah,
you know, some people I didn't know that came, which I loved too.
Well, yeah,
at
least they can buy your stuff now.
Yes, absolutely. That's gonna help.
Go to Spotify and get that, you know, 0.02 cents.
I was about to say, I was like, if everyone streams it 1 million times, I will be able to afford a McDouble.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, and I really didn't totally grasp that whole thing.
As far as the royalties and kind of how that all works out?
Yeah, how all that worked out, because I'd never had to deal with it before.
Yeah.
Until I started the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got paid for this podcast.
That is awesome.
It was on 18 different platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got it sent to me on an email. I opened it up. I'm looking at it, and it's, you got paid. And I look down, and it's 0.04.
Yeah, take that to the bank.
And I'm like, dude, we can have a steak tonight.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
it just blew me away. I was just like, man, because with as many downloads and everything, and I got 4 cents.
Yeah.
It almost pissed me off.
Almost. I would say that's grounds for, grounds for pissing off.
And then today I was reading where on Spotify, somebody did some kind of report, financial report or something, on the dude that owns Spotify. And he's like a multi-millionaire.
At least.
And then it showed what artists were getting per download. And I'm just like, you got to be freaking shitting me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such a larger conversation of like, how are you supposed to make and put out quality music if there's almost no return on the major platforms where people go to get it? You know, because like there is like physical media. You could do vinyls, but the profit margin on a vinyl is not great. They're expensive to make, and you're going to make, you know, you'd have to charge crazy amounts for them, which, you know, it's not a platform available to everybody. Not everybody's got a record player these days. And so Spotify, Apple Music, those are the big ones.
All the new cars.
Don't come for me. I love you. I love what you pay me. I'm very satisfied with it.
But all the new cars that are being made, you can't.
Right.
Nothing.
No CDs.
No CDs, no cassettes, no nothing.
No. One thing I do like about that, though, is that Dolby Atmos, you can listen to that in the new cars.
Yeah, I know.
Which
is sweet.
Good. I can't in my car, but
it's sweet.
Yeah.
Because I got the Bose in my car.
Oh, man. I got Dolby Atmos mixes of both of my songs out. My whole record's going to have Dolby Atmos.
Jeff do them?
Do what now?
Did Jeff do them?
No, Jeff. Bobby Holland.
Bobby Holland. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm me and the team went and did 2 shows up there at Jeff's studio.
Yeah,
BMG.
amazing.
What was that? BMG 2?
Studio A.
Studio A. Okay. Yeah, BMG Studio A is Jeff's little studio there, and me and Caitlin got to sit in the big boy chair with the speakers all around and everything. And
That
I
is
was
so cool.
I was God. I'm gonna say that word again. It's the first time I had an eargasm in a long time. Just that.
I was checking to see if it was one of those moments.
No.
No, I feel like something's weird. Usually I feel like I'm shorter.
What are you
So
talking
it's
about?
like, because I'm never looking over it. I'm always like below it.
Yeah, you're always like eye level, and then you're peeking over top of the monitor. Yeah.
It was the chair.
It was a chair. See, it's a little thing on the side.
Now we're better.
That'll get you.
Did you have that letdown feeling?
What?
Did you have a letdown feeling?
A letdown feeling.
Letdown. Letdown, you know. Pull
Like
the chair.
actual, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a dad joke. Okay.
Went over my head. Sorry.
Yep. Well, most dad jokes do. So, I mean. See, we ain't changed that much around here.
Yeah. I like it. The rabbit trail's still very much carved
There you
out
go.
in the hillside.
And I give you credit every time I run down a rabbit trail.
Yeah.
I tell them all.
Yeah.
Brittany Bishop coined that phrase.
Coined the phrase.
There you go.
I made it up.
So if I ever have a T-shirt made, now I got to split it with you. So
Speaking of t-shirts, last time my good friend Seth Bunting was on this podcast, he was wearing Brittany Bishop merch.
Yes.
Now I have showed up today with a vintage find
Mm-hmm.
of Seth Bunting, Grove Country. Yeah. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. This is
I don't know.
This is a rare item. Shout out Seth Bunting. He's got new music and a video coming out. Go check it out.
Yep, he's isn't Seth coming back on the show?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away, but he's got a music video coming out, I believe at midnight tonight.
Oh, sweet.
I got up at 7 a.m. after being out really late in the field to film said music video.
Hey.
Yeah. And it turned out it's absolutely gorgeous. I won't give too much away, but can't wait for y'all to see it.
See, and that's one thing I love about the modern technology.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost $1 million to go make a music video anymore. And the quality is probably better or just as good as it was when they were doing music videos on MTV.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, we were, I don't know, some people's phones, like the billboards you see for Apple, and it's like, oh, this was shot on an iPhone. I have a newer iPhone, and mine looks like there's an inch of chicken grease on the camera at all times.
Yeah. I've seen those.
I don't know why.
It's weird. I mean, it's I seen one where somebody was taking pictures on Facebook, and I was just like, dude, clean your freaking lens, man.
Yeah.
But it just looked like a smoky stage.
Just to film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There will be no content filmed on my phone that's going to be worth it.
Just buy you one of them cameras. You'll be all right.
Just a smooth, yeah. Just run the card, run it up.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just make sure it's somebody else's card.
That's a good idea. Maybe the owner of Spotify, maybe he's got a card floating around there I could use.
You could call him and probably borrow one of his.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. Yeah. He'll pick up and be cool with that. We have a good relationship.
We have a great working relationship.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
It's so good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Man.
So CMA Fest coming up.
It's crazy.
Coming up, yeah. Me and the band will be down there at the Underground on June 6th.
I was hoping you'd be on one of the little stages.
On one of the who now?
On one of the little CMA stages. I was really hoping you'd be down there.
Me too.
I just...
Hey, I'm just happy to be invited, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just... I believe in your music.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that.
I mean, it's... I like good, talented people. Mm-hmm. With a good heart.
I wish there was one of them here.
I think Caitlin.
Oh yeah, she's got it.
She's definitely talented. Go ahead, pull that mic down. Go ahead, say it.
Well, I heard my name, but I was not paying attention for a second. Sorry.
Oh, see, I need one of them golden buzzer things.
You have an absolutely awesome team, by the way. Julie and Caitlin, everybody who helps put this on. They're working hard. They're working hard for you.
As I'm over here getting distracted.
Yeah.
Hey, distracted, but that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, I mean, Caitlin come in and helped free me up because you remember I had all the boards right here on the table.
Yeah.
And it was just like I couldn't do nothing. And then I'd forget to change directions or angles or whatever they call it. And dealing with the audio stuff because I'm not in a soundproof stage, so there's changes. There's things that you've got to do.
Right.
And Caitlin stays right on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I could not even begin to do what y'all do.
Yeah.
So
And then
much respect there.
Julie takes care of all the paperwork and stuff. She takes care of booking people, and she's been pulling her hair out all week over the CMA stuff.
I understand that. You got a bunch going on
Yeah, it's crazy.
and handling it well.
Notice her new toy she got?
I love that. I love the whiteboard. But yeah, like I said,
This is what I deal with, the whiteboard. She would have a teleprompter in this table if she could do it.
you know,
See? Be a
a
different
talk
table.
back mic, put it in the ears.
Well, I mean, we can do that. We got, you name it. I mean, hell, I'm a gearhead, so every time I see gear or something, stuff that I want, I start buying stuff.
Yeah. But anyhow,
Nothing but the day job. So, anyway, you're going to be playing where?
so we got a busy week this week.
I know, because you've got your regular like CMA stuff, and then you've got a real special event on the 9th.
Yes, I do.
So fill everybody in. I want to hear it.
I absolutely will. So this has been something that's been in the works for quite some time. So it's me and the other co-founder, Daisy Sellis, a fellow artist here in Nashville who's absolutely amazing. We have created this event called Anthems Against Abuse. So basically a little bit of backstory. Daisy was in a relationship that was extremely abusive, and she's recently, found the strength to escape that and get out of it. And, when you go through something like that, you kind of have a couple roads you can go down. You can kind of let it crush you, which understandable because it's an incredible amount of stress and just not good. But she took the other one and decided like, well, how can I help other people who are going through this?
Right.
Because, experiences like that are extremely isolating.
Yeah. And it's not gender specific either.
No, it's not.
Because I dated somebody that wanted me up their ass all the time. Not that way, but around them all the time. And they financially put me in a position to where I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting rid of a bunch of stuff and saved up and got out.
Well, that is one of the ways, there's so many different signs and different types of abuse, whether it's emotional, whether it's financial, whether it's, almost stalking, like keeping tabs on where you are, like,
I hate that.
I don't like that as well. It's just controlling people, and I don't know. There's just so many things to kind of look out for, different traits, types of people, because these people can come off as, oftentimes they come off as extremely charismatic. They come off as
Used car salesman.
Yeah, the life of the party, and they're really good at like making people feel like you're the only one in the world, and you're but that's how they kind of get in and do that. So basically, after she got out of this relationship, and I had some experiences in my past as well that were kind of along these lines, and so we just totally connected on that in different stages of our healing process. So we put our heads together and we're like, let's combine our music and combine this passion that we have for social justice, and let's do something about it.
Yeah.
Especially, she's going through an active court case right now, and it's just observing how it all goes. It could be a better system.
Yeah.
There could be better things in place. Like there's no reason why you're going up to court and you're waiting in the same hallway with this person. It's just like re-traumatization over and over again. And the abuse is extremely like a bad part of it, but the aftermath can sometimes almost feel worse. So basically what we're doing is we're taking all of the proceeds from this and donating to like the YWCA, like women's shelters, and the Jane Crow Center that helps like counseling and, kind of being safe during the whole court process as well. So we're just trying to help as many people as we possibly can with that. And even if, it's not someone who utilizes the shelter or that, raising awareness about these types of relationships and this type of thing.
Oh yeah. Cause honestly, it just seems to me like it's just getting more and more frequent.
Yeah.
Of this stuff. And I was reading a thing where women aren't dating as much as they used to because of all this stuff. And then I read another report where good guys aren't doing dating anymore either because they're sick of the people that are coming in and abuse and the mental abuse and all that other stuff. And they're just tired of people taking them just for their money, and for the life of me, I don't understand how a person could do that to another person.
I think, yeah, if you've got a head on your shoulders and you've got empathy, it's so hard to identify how someone could conduct their life like that. Like how someone can claim to love you and at the same time their actions don't reflect that at all. And I think, it's obviously a problem everywhere, but in Nashville, being young musicians and being in a vulnerable state like that, when the right person comes along at the right time, promising like,
oh baby, I'll help you.
I can help you. I've been around the bend. I know, it's a very easy trap to fall into. So what we're trying to do with Anthems Against Abuse is, like I said, just raise awareness to any type of that, so that maybe even if one person is able to kind of see the material we put out and, use some of the resources that we're highlighting, it could help be like, hey, I'm experiencing that. Maybe that, it's not just in my head. That's not okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to have some great, things going on that night. So it's going to be June 9th, and it starts at 4 p.m., goes till just about 11 o'clock at night. And there is a slight change with it from what we've advertised. We were going to have it at Exit Inn.
Right.
You know, that was the whole thing. But as time went on, it was kind of evident that if we went that route, it wasn't enough money wasn't going to get to go to where it needed to go.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, we decided to just make a change to where we could give as much help as possible, you know? So it will be same time, same place, just across the street at the end is where we're going to have it now.
Yep.
So
God,
we just
I haven't been in the end. And
yeah,
oh, Lord, the 80s.
it's been around for a while.
Yeah, it's been, well, a lot of the glam metal bands and stuff.
Yeah.
The end. And once you cut your teeth at the end, then you can move across the street.
Right. Yeah. So since it's our first year, you know, it's completely just me and Daisy doing this. And it is hard.
Yeah.
It's been extremely hard. I mean, I didn't anticipate it to be easy, but when you are on the administrative side of booking the shows as well, I'm sure, Julie, you understand, like trying to get an itinerary, you know, make sure, you know, what's the back line like, or we get like how long transitions between acts. Like typically I'm just showing up, playing some country music,
Yep.
then I go home.
Yeah.
But
this
this is a whole other thing, and getting the money where it needs to go, advertising for donations, it's a whole thing, but it's such work worth doing. You know, I had recently, it's funny because right before this event, I had kind of had a moment where I was like, because being an artist is so self-promotion. You know, it's all about me, my new single, look at me, look at what I'm doing, me. And it drives me crazy because like, I don't want to talk about me that much. Like, I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, it's fine. But like, it feels so vapid and so...
But you're so cool.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, I had just had this moment where I was like, I want to help people. I want to combine that with music. Like music, you know, my album is my story and that's amazing. And I love that. But for me to be fulfilled, I want to be able to combine that and do something I'm passionate about in the social justice realm.
Oh, yeah.
And Daisy feels the exact same way. So it's absolutely awesome. And it's been hard as hell, but we're, you know, just about a week out, week and a day. So it's going to be amazing. And tickets are live on the ENDS website as well as anthemsagainstabuse.org.
Y'all done got a .org?
I made the website, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
I learned a lot during that process.
Oh, yeah. I designed my own and it drove me nuts for 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's been a whole thing.
I'm still learning new shit about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Every day it's something that I did and it looks great on the preview and then you publish it and then you go to the website and you're like, oh, that tour page doesn't even work.
Yeah. Got to take that off.
Yeah.
I think it's cool as hell. Yes. Because honestly, I haven't heard of anybody else doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know. I'm sure someone has, but like, I think it's so cool because we're going to have a bunch of artists and, you know, some of them are survivors as well. And we're going to have spoken word poetry in between the transitions for the sets.
Awesome.
Which will be amazing. Just a whole night of solidarity. So whether you're a survivor of that or not, I think it's just a hugely great event because the odds are, whether you know it or not, everyone knows someone who has been affected by this, whether it's familial, whether it's friends, but not everybody talks about it. So
no, they don't.
But the statistics don't lie. And I'm sure that it's even bigger than what the statistics say, honestly.
I think if more people actually opened up about it and talked about it, they'd probably blow the current statistics out of the water.
And what we're kind of saying is like, a lot of people probably don't even know that they're in something like that. It's not always as blatant as physical violence. It can be coercion. It can be any sort of thing, whether you're married, whether you're dating, whatever, you know, it can manifest in so many different ways. And so that's why we've got a bunch of great organizations who will have tables there as well.
Awesome.
To be able to talk about what they do, like Replenish Her Counseling. A great woman named Christine Finnegan runs that and is absolutely just a champion for women and, you know, anyone really, but that's kind of her focus is helping women get through that kind of trauma.
Right.
as among other things.
I'm going to plug somebody
Plug.
because I'm going to hook you and her up.
Yeah.
A really, really good old friend of mine. She's going to shoot me for saying old friend. But anyway, Corrine Chapman Morris. She has just started her own podcast.
Oh, amazing.
And it's called The Good Enough Woman.
Oh, wow.
And it gets into a lot of things because a lot of what these, I call them predators.
Yeah.
What they feed on is women that do not feel like they're good enough.
Yeah. They're really good at identifying that.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's, I don't know. Whoever's teaching them how to do that shit needs to whoop their ass.
I mean, it is the most nuts thing. Like, a lot of these people are upstanding citizens. Like, they may be even donating to charity. They may, like, all outward appearances, a great person.
Yeah, but inside they're a freaking monster.
Yeah. And it's so scary how that switch can flip. Because, like I said, one thing I've noticed is the charisma for these people.
Yeah.
Like, they're often very attract other people to them with their energy because
Oh yeah, life of the party.
they've worked on that.
They're there, and it's even in how they verbalize their words.
Yeah.
Dripping with Southern honey.
I was about to say driven and honey. Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you're alone with them, you're like, ask them a question and that switch flips and you see that eye twitch.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Yeah. I mean, we're not only focusing on domestic violence, we're kind of focusing on the core of any sort of, because abuse can look, like I said, like a lot of different things, not to get too much into it, but when I was 16, I was touring in a Western swing band and
Western swing?
Yeah.
Like real Western swing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Faded Love, the whole thing.
Oh hell. See, I'm learning something new about you. So
Yes. Yeah. But, being that young, not knowing what to look out for was extremely, detrimental because I too was taken advantage of in that type of way.
Yeah.
And it's something that, I took, like I was talking about the two roads, I let it crush me for a long time.
yeah.
I let it affect everything I did. I let it affect my personality. I just felt like everything was impossible after that. And it makes your perception of self changes, defined by the other person because they're so good at having a hold on you like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
And so, being able to do this and come full circle and, have things going on musically, but take that opportunity to be able to combine the passion of music and helping other women or anyone that's been in these types of situations is so fulfilling for me. And, I know Daisy feels the same.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm really excited about what we got going on.
I'm glad that they didn't kill the passion for the music.
And David, I didn't write a song for about 4 years after all of that. I just couldn't.
Well, yeah, it'd been the same couple of words. Fuck you. I hate you. All that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I do always kind of say that, like, I struggle to write about something when I'm in the thick of it.
Right.
Like, I've had relationships, not, post all of that I was not able to write about for a long time. And then, this past year writing for this record, wrote a great song about it. And I was like, okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my writing kind of isn't as good when I'm too emotionally heightened about something. I know some people operate completely different, but I can't make art out of it because, like you said, the little sample you wrote there, that's pretty much it until I can kind of like wrap my head around it. But
I do apologize for those words, but I mean, they were apropos. But yeah, I mean, I hate that anybody has to go through it, especially you, because, it's just, I think for a lot of those people, the best thing to do to them is just tie them to a tree.
Yeah.
And get the flogger with the metal ends on it.
Yeah.
And rip the flesh off of them.
You know, I'm kind of the volition. I am a fan of the medieval torture where they would have the rats in the thing and they would burn the side of the iron to where the rats would dig through the person. You remember that?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good way to go. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Put them on a rack, break every bone in their body.
But yeah, I mean, it is, you know, not having gone through a court case myself, it's kind of observing how the whole system works. And there are a lot of good people within it that try their very best, and
Yeah.
it's kind of fighting a losing battle. But it seems pretty skewed as far as not in favor of the victim at times.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody's got a different story with it, but just kind of trying to chip away at that. It seems like such a big thing, but, you know, you can either do nothing or you can chip away at it one little piece at a time, which is what we're trying to do, you know?
Or you could refer a bunch of people back to the old-timey movie called Death Wish.
Back to
Has anybody ever seen that? Have you seen it? The Death Wish movies with Charles Bronson. Yeah. He took matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
He just, you know.
Well, since, you know, I'm busy, I don't have time to go to jail. So we got to figure out another way.
That's true. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. But
Damn it.
it's going to be awesome. I would love to see you there if you're not just absolutely losing it from CMA Fest.
What day is it on the 9th? What if I got on the 9th? Am I emceeing that night? I am emceeing that night. Damn it.
Well, we'll film it.
Film it.
But we've got a lot of good
Send it to me.
volunteers, you know, coming in to help us out. And we're going to have a silent auction as well to raise money.
Cool.
So a lot of just absolutely awesome friends at local businesses have donated things. We got a Shop of Things, which is one of my favorite stores of all time. We've got Hoop House that sells plants, and they're absolutely amazing at what they do. It's art. We got Smith and Lentz donating some things as well. And then several local artists that have donated their time and their work.
Awesome.
Some things. Yeah, we got some facials going. We got a whole thing.
Yeah. Are you going to have more events during the year off of this? Or
We will definitely do it annually.
Okay.
I don't know if we would be able to do, you know, with both of our artist careers.
Right.
I don't know, but I don't know what the future holds. You know, you never know.
Right.
But it's been work.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. And you get a million no's, and that's okay, you know, and you work around and
See, I got a problem with the word no.
yeah.
When somebody tells me no, I either figure it out to go around them,
Yeah.
or do what I got to do to
Yeah.
get it done. you
And I
know?
mean, it's just about finding the people that are also passionate about the cause. And not everybody's going to be, and that's fine. It's just a sign to move around, to move to a space where people are.
Yep.
And that is totally cool.
Unfortunately, I have a job on the 9th that I've got to do, or I would be there.
Yeah.
But I will tell you from the bottom of my heart, the next event y'all have, whatever you need me for, I'm there.
Well, we appreciate that. Best MC voice this side of the Mason-Dixon.
Okay. I don't know. Every time I say a cuss word, I have to look over at Julie real quick, make sure she's not throwing something at me. So
The whiteboard. Oh, she got that marker.
She got the marker now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just, I actually care about all this that you're doing,
Yeah.
because as a guy, I have been through it,
Yeah.
and I lost my ass. Harleys, side by side.
That's why we got the fund.
Yeah, that's why the fund's there. Yeah. If anybody would like to donate to the fund, please.
Well, I mean, that's another thing that we wanted to, you know, it is pretty women focused as far as just because both of us being females, but we want to make sure to make it clear that we're not distinguishing just that, because it can truly be anybody.
Oh yeah.
And I think that it's a different facet of it being hard for men, because
It's
you're
more men.
encouraged to not talk about it. And,
Yeah.
you know, like somebody might make fun of you. Oh, it's a girl. What do you do? But no, it's so real. You
Yeah,
know?
it is.
It can be real for anyone.
Well, I mean, and the biggest angle that these people play on is your good nature, your heart,
Yes. Yeah.
the morals you was raised with.
It's truly parasitic. They
Yes.
see light, they see a future, they see somebody going somewhere, and they're they're so hateful towards themselves that they want to take that.
Yeah.
And they want to dampen that because they're jealous that you are building something and you're trying to, move forward. And they're like, no, you're not moving forward without me. And they drag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to the medieval torture with the rats. But no, for real.
The Iron Maiden.
Yeah. It's just such a prevalent thing. And the statistics, like going through this, putting them on our website and like looking for that, it has just been, it was a little discouraging just how high the numbers are. Like I said, I mean.
Yeah, because, you hadn't really knew about the numbers or anything until you started doing this, right?
I'd looked into it, but there was a lot of years where I couldn't really get into that just for my sake. But what I've kind of come to is looking at it in the face is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And just trying to pretend like it didn't happen isn't, I understand firsthand why people do that. It's a coping mechanism, and there's no wrong way to cope with it as far as trying to just get out.
Right. I made excuses.
Yeah. I mean, that's a common thing too. Like, they didn't mean to. Oh, that was just a bad night. Oh, we'll get back to.
You can't come over because they don't feel good.
Yeah.
Knowing that they're lying.
Yeah. I mean, they lie about, oftentimes these people lie about random stuff. That's just completely like, I don't know. And it trickles down and the cracks just start forming and then it turns into a lot bigger stuff. I always equate it kind of to the metaphor of, you can put a frog in a pot and boil it and it won't even realize because it's slowly turning up the heat. Yeah.
But if you cut the legs off and throw them in the pot, they'd flop around.
They do. Yeah. Me and my brothers used to go catch frogs. And a little side story. There was one day where my mom was like, y'all need to go outside. You need to do something. Get out of my hair. So we go down to the pond and we catch a bunch of frogs and we bring them back to the house and we're like, Mom, we can cook these frog legs. And she's like, this is not what I had in mind when I told you to get out of my hair.
But y'all were being proactive.
I mean, we were hunting and gathering.
There you go.
But yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. We're playing the 5th at the Underdog, 9 p.m. Daisy will also be there. And,
awesome.
Yeah, my good friend Anthony Michael as well will be opening for me. And then the 6th will be the Underground at 7 o'clock.
Is it 7?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is that the new one?
If I'm wrong, I'm going to freak out.
No, I think that's right.
The 8th will be the Doghouse at 5 o'clock. And then the 9th, obviously, is Anthems Against Abuse at the end.
Yep. So, I don't start emceeing at the Doghouse till the 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And
late night.
Yeah. And then the Underground, I think, is 7 o'clock. I could be wrong. Because you handle my itinerary now. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what's really good? This water.
Yeah, it's
this
awesome.
Water is great. What brand is that?
It's Purity. It's on the daggone thing.
Wink.
Now you got her trying to keep me straight. What the hell?
I saw us on the whiteboard. I was trying to coach you along. Don't they make milk too?
Everybody, we're welcoming you to the Brittany Bishop podcast.
See?
It's, I was actually honored that that Purity Dairy wanted to sponsor the show.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I've been drinking Purity milk ever since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
2-3 years old.
They knew that. You were primed and ready.
Well, I'm the unicorn. I was born and raised in the hellhole of Nashville.
You are.
Yeah, so I've seen it all down there. It's crazy stuff.
The whole time, Purity Milk was by your side.
Purity Milk right there. Every morning, dude, I'm telling you, nothing beat that country crock butter bowl cleaned out.
Yep.
With some Purity Milk in there, Fruit Loops, Bugs Bunny and Tweety.
Bugs Bunny and Tweety?
Bugs Bunny and Tweety hour every morning.
Oh.
Okay. So every Saturday morning. It was cartoons,
Yeah, I do remember that.
the good stuff.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry, that was a good time.
Tom and Jerry, Roadrunner. I loved Roadrunner.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, nothing like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote. Genius. That's actually what he said. He had a business card with it on it.
It wasn't the way you said it, it was your face.
What's wrong with my face? Wait a minute, don't answer that. The hell you looking over there?
I love it. The shelf.
I feel a mutiny.
Get the whiteboard out.
Get the whiteboard out. What's on the whiteboard there, Grandma?
Oh, I guess I didn't talk about where you can get tickets for Anthems Against Abuse.
You need to.
I need to. So you can go to our website, anthemsagainst.abuse.org, or on the Ends website. It is also there. You can follow us on social media at Anthems Against Abuse, on Instagram as well to get updates. We've got a lot of great artists coming. Chris Matthews is headlining. We're really excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We got me and Daisy. We got Catch Fire, Thunder and Rain. Yeah. We got a lot of good people.
I haven't heard Thunder and Rain. I have to listen to them.
Yeah.
I listen to so much now. Oh my God.
Yeah, I would say with all the submissions and stuff, I mean, you can't show up to an interview and have never heard it before.
No, I mean, I literally try to listen to everybody's stuff,
Yeah.
and then I forget.
And then Julie reminds you.
She tries to. Caitlin just giggles at me.
That's a good job. I like that. Someone's got to.
Or she'll say, busted.
Or I just hide.
Yeah, you gotta hide.
Oh, that's a good tactic as well. I
Yeah,
enjoy
hiding is a good tactic.
a good hide.
Man,
I'm happy to be here today. I'm a little dusty.
I am tired.
I went honky tonkin' last night.
What'd you go honky tonkin' for?
Dee's Country Cocktail Lounge.
Oh,
Yeah. I saw my steel player play with 3 bands. He's amazing.
it amazes me still to this day. These musicians
Yeah.
in one night playing with 2 or 3 different bands, and they keep the music straight in their head.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Because there's originals in there somewhere.
oh, yeah. It was almost 100% originals. And, people they haven't even met the artists sometimes. They just have listened to their stuff and then just play a show with them. It is wild. Because we just got back from Virginia. So we were doing a little run out there. So we pretty much, we had one day off and he was in the hotel room just plugging away at it, which was
Awesome.
amazing. Yeah. And then we just pretty much hopped out of the van 48 hours ago and right back at it. So
Did you have a good run, though?
we did. We got to play in Knoxville as well. The Blue Plate Special, which was super fun.
Yeah.
It was great.
I've never been there.
I'd only driven through, but we had such a good time. And, I had the pleasure of playing with such a good band, which amazing. I couldn't do anything.
Is it the same guys that you played with down at the
Yeah,
Underdog?
pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Almost that.
They were good.
They were really good. I'm lucky. Very lucky. One of the highlights of it, though, I got to meet a possum.
A what?
A possum. I was telling the guys in the
I got to
van-
hear this. I got to hear this.
I've got a video of it too. I was telling the guys on the way down there, we're in the van, driving like 9 hours down to Virginia. And I was like, it has always been on my bucket list to specifically hold a possum like a baby and pet it, just like, I think they're so cute. I always have. I love them. I love them.
I love them because they eat a buttload of ticks a year.
Yeah. And those ticks are crazy right now. I just love their nasty little hands and their little teeth. I love it. They're so cute. But yeah, we went to we had an off day, so we drove up to Fredericksburg to check it out. And there was a store called Possumbilities.
Interesting.
And it was like super quirky. They had a bunch of possum themed stuff and local artists making stuff, crystals, that kind of thing. I was
Yeah.
really into it. I got a shirt with a raccoon and a possum on it that says "Live fast, eat trash." And
I'm not saying that. Go
yeah.
ahead.
And so then right as I'm about to check out, my bass player was like, "Oh my God, there's a possum right there." And I was like,
Was he eating trash?
"Not at the moment."
Okay.
The cage was open, like she was just sleeping, just curled up in her little bed.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like there's like a celebrity in the room because like that's what it's been my dream for a long time. If anybody who knows me, you know that I've talked about this. I want to touch a possum. I want to hang out with possum. Ideally, one day I will own a possum. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I can see you doing that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll put it in a little sweater.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but like
Some bed clothes with a little nap,
Yeah.
little nap head or whatever. What do they call that thing on the hat?
little sleep cap.
Yeah, sleep cap.
Yeah. So yeah, basically it was like this possum, and I like got all flushed, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so close. And so because I've seen them around the house and stuff, but those aren't the ones you want to be jacking with.
No.
We had one that was about 15 pounds, I swear, at my old house.
You need to get a baby, raise them.
Yeah, that's the plan.
If I run across one, I'll grab it.
Please do. Thank you.
Then you can bottle feed it.
Well, we got a bunch of tour stuff coming up, so I got to make sure it's in a time period, maybe the winter, where I can like really spend time with it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't want it to go feral. But anyway, so I asked the lady, I was like, oh my gosh, like who is this special friend we have back here? And she was like, oh, do you want to touch her? And I was like, when I tell you that resilient, resounding times, yes, I do want to touch that possum.
And the fur is so soft.
It's so soft. And like she grabbed a grape and was like, here, let's make it worth her while. And that possum eating that grape was like one of the core memories that I will have. Like on my deathbed, I'll probably just talk about that possum eating a grape.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay.
And then, so I got to touch the possum, and it was so sweet. Her name was Panda, and I just got to pet her. It was good.
Fangirling over a possum.
The shows were amazing. We had such a good time with that possum. Yeah. So then I turned around and I was like, guys, do y'all want to touch the possum? And they were like, no, we're good. And it made me respect them less a little bit.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that, possums, to a lot of people, they just look like this little evil creature. But
Well, I look like that too to a lot of people, but.
well, I mean, anyway.
Aren't you glad you had me back on the show?
Yes, I love having you on the show. But the possums are actually, even the feral ones, they're actually real nurturing towards their own babies, and they're not as dirty, nasty as people think they are. And
no, and they're taking care of your tick problem. They're
ticks and all kinds of little bugs and everything else.
Yeah, and grapes.
And grapes.
Yeah, it was so good. And I was like,
I can just see you this February running around with a possum.
I want to be just like that country chick playing shows and taking my possum with me in my bag, and I want it to like sit on top of the guitar case as I carry it. Yeah. But I asked the guys, I was like, what if I brought it home in the van with us?
They probably wouldn't ride in the van.
It was 4 out of 4 votes for no.
Man.
I was like, all right, well, getting a new band now. Someone who will appreciate my passions. I'm kidding. They were amazing, but.
Okay, on the new band application, must really dig possums.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. They're such good guys. They put up with me talking about the possum for the next 48 hours straight. So, because we still had 2 days to go on a run. So,
man,
it was very possum centered.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but
that's cool though that you actually fulfilled one of those little bucket list things.
And it's that thing about manifestation where you say, like, I did say on the way down there, I was like, I've always wanted to do this. Mm-hmm. Possum. So now I'm trying to use that for, I hope that this event that we're having goes absolutely amazing. And I hope that we get so much money to the right people that need it. These women's shelters that are overcrowded. everything else. And I hope we just, even if we help one person, it'll all have been worth it for all of this. That's what we want to do. So back to reality, out of Possum Land, But we have such high hopes for it, and
I think it really will do good.
I sure hope so, and we're feeling confident about it, and we've got such great artists, and I just want to thank everybody who's been involved in the production of this, putting it on, agreeing to play, all the band members, artists, everybody.
That's the hard part, just getting people to agree to play.
Yeah, and we've got some really awesome people, and I think this lineup is going to be unreal. Mm-hmm. So we're really pumped about it, as well as, we're going to have a little market type situation as well. And
cool.
A step ahead, Middle Tennessee is going to be there, which they help provide free birth control to women. And that's an important thing too, that doesn't get talked about as much in abusive relationships. Like they focus on, like, they'll pay for your Uber there and back if somebody is trying to, like, not let you do that, for people who want to begin the process of leaving that situation.
Right.
So they will, like, help, no questions asked, people that are in a bad spot when it comes to that, as well as the other counseling centers. So we just kind of have all around resources for, even if the people there aren't experiencing that, they could pass along that information to the right people that need it.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that'll help out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, word of mouth is huge.
I'm just tickled that you're doing it.
Oh, it's been very fulfilling, and not just self-promotion, like actually using what little platform I have for this, opening these conversations up.
Yeah. And
maybe it inspires other events that could be even, whether it's through us or somebody else sees it and is like, hey, that's a cool idea. Because it's not about me, it's not about me and Daisy's story specifically. It's about the wider, all of it. So if we can just kind of start that conversation, or continue the conversation that,
and get some sponsors.
We've got some great sponsors, like Subsidium and the Barnetts, as well as the Sells family, and several these anonymous donors that have just hit our website up. Like, we are completely, grateful.
And a lot of times when stuff like that happens, and you're just like, it takes your breath away.
It does every time. Even $5, like the fact that somebody went out of their way, and that's such a nod. Like, I support you. I want to help. Anything really. It doesn't have to be some crazy amount of money, but even $5 could buy some food for the women's shelter, some blankets, every piece of it goes towards something that's so needed.
Like I've always said, every dollar helps.
Yeah.
Because it all goes in a pot, and people benefit from it.
It really does.
Well, I'm very proud of you for doing this.
Thank you.
And like I said, you need me, I'm there.
Yeah.
Except for this time, because I've got to be somewhere else. Previous engagement.
But yes, you'll have to meet Daisy as well. She's an absolute fantastic musician and person, and was really the spearhead behind this whole thing. And I couldn't have done it without her. She's done an unreal amount of work.
Yeah.
Love you, Daisy. Thank you. And
yeah, we got to get Daisy up here now.
You really do. You need to talk to her. She's absolutely great. Unreal songwriter. I don't know.
Get with her, and y'all figure out a time when y'all want to come back up and talk more about this.
Yeah.
And I'll reach out to Corrine, and maybe y'all can get on her podcast.
That would be amazing.
Because she's doing really good stuff with hers.
Yeah. Oh, we would love that.
And it's something that I think everybody needs to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to speak out more.
Yeah, because it's not going anywhere. And kind of our mindset behind it is, it's such a big thing to go up against. And you can't, Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't stop everybody and every domestic violence or sexual violence incident that's ever going to happen, but damn, we can try. We can try to at least prevent somebody from stepping into something like that. And what we're trying to be is what I know that she wishes she had seen, and what I wish that I would have known about while we were experiencing these things. If I'd seen somebody talking about this, like, hey, these are the signs, like, this isn't right, this isn't normal, you have a community here that you can be safe with, that's a game changer for so many people.
Oh, it is. A support group is the biggest step you can get.
Hugely.
Just somebody there going, I don't care actually what happened, but I'm here for you.
Yeah. And when you talk about things, it takes the power away from the pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you shine light on something like that, it helps make it smaller. Like these people that feel the need, like feel like they can do this.
Yeah.
If all of us are together and confronting it, they look so much smaller than they do if you're just trying to fight this battle yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I totally agree.
yeah.
All right. Well, you ready to get out of here?
I reckon so. I could stay all day, David. We could break out the bourbon, but
Yeah,
today,
I know, but you still got stuff you got to go do today. So.
yeah, no, it's not bourbon o'clock.
No. But when you get her and y'all come back up and talk some more, we'll definitely pop a bourbon.
Yeah.
And we'll
I remember
hang out.
last time I was here, Seth reached over to my solo cup and he tried it and he goes, he made this crazy face. He's like, sis, what are you drinking? I was like, this is for mommy. This is mommy's special juice.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
We'll get him some jungle
A
juice or
Capri
something.
Sun.
Capri Sun. Seth likes Capri Sun. Make sure you get Capri Sun. You putting it on the list? Putting it on the list for Seth. We'll have Seth some Capri Sun.
New music video, Seth Bunting.
What about, when's your music video coming?
Oh, David, I gotta finish this Texas run. We're going down to Texas, by the way, June 12th through the 23rd. Playing a bunch of shows, near Wichita Falls, near Abilene, Ty,
Awesome.
Dallas, the whole thing, and then I can begin to get my head to stop spinning and
Yeah.
start that.
I love that you're getting out there more.
Yeah, me too. Me too. My favorite thing is just traveling and playing shows on the road. I absolutely love that. I love the grungy motel. I love the whole thing about it. Now we're just missing a possum mascot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Because when Seth was on, he was wearing your shirt.
Right.
So now you just got to get a smaller shirt for the possum
Yeah.
with your logo and everything.
Oh, I thought about the various shirts I would put on my possum.
Oh, yeah. You could have some fun with that. All right, girlfriend. We're going to see you down at CMA.
Absolutely.
We're
And best of
hopefully-
luck to you with all the, 40 artists y'all have got?
44. How many artists I got now? 40 what?
Oh, well, you got to
49.
make it an even 50. Oh, come on now.
Last year when we was doing the interviews and stuff down at Nashbox, I thought I hit the big time because I had 14 artists.
Wow, that's a big difference. What is that percentage-wise? Like 100 or 500% increase?
I don't know, but life's been good. Everything's
Glad to
been
hear
going good. And I love hearing success stories of yours. And this whole program that you're good doing is just such an awesome, well-deserved
Yeah.
thing that needs to happen.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, that support and allowing me to come on and talk about it, I really appreciate that.
I just like you coming up. You like one of the kids now, man.
All right. At the potluck.
That's right. Next time we'll get Julie to cook again.
Hey, anytime that's happening, that sweet potato casserole, I still think about it. Or the sweet potato moment. Yeah. With the
Yeah.
marshmallows. That was,
It was good, though.
I don't know if y'all saw, but like when I was leaving, I got that box and I was,
Hey, we told you to take some home with you.
I think I took it all.
I'm not sure we're going to do something this Christmas again. So,
I love it.
and I already told her to put you and Seth on the list
Yeah.
because I want y'all back.
RSVP. We're in.
There you go. You ain't even got to send it to them now. It's RSVP.
Don't need a time or place. We'll just sense in the air
It's in video.
when the moment's right.
I've got it on video.
I will. Like in the cartoons when the pie's
Yeah.
sitting in the windowsill and the That'll happen all the way from Madison.
Nothing but fun. All right. So we're going to look for you around CMA Fest and look for us.
I will.
You've got my cell phone number. Just text me.
Yeah.
We're going to get out of here. Y'all, please go to the websites and everything that Brittany told you for the organization.
Anthems Against Abuse.
Anthems
.org. And on Instagram, Anthems Against Abuse. You can find your tickets on that website or the ENDS website.
Awesome. So y'all go check it out. Help out with this program because
Donate.
donate anything. I mean,
Come to the show, buy a ticket. Any of that helps.
yeah.
And you can see the list of where the money's going to and our resources on our website as well.
Oh, I love that
And
you're doing that.
it's all linked to them, so you can find out more about, you know, what they do as well and exactly where every dollar is going to be going to.
Awesome. I love it. All right, y'all. Look for us at CMA Fest. We're going to have some fun, and I get to pack up the studio now and get it ready to go down there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
Caitlin, good luck. You're a soldier.
All right. Y'all be good. See us at CMA Fest. Love you. Mean it. You going to wave? What?
Oh, I early. Okay.
No, you wave now.
Goodbye.
We'll make it worth her while. Yeah. And another great. I know you do. Come on. Spin around, spin around, spin around. Sponge. This is okay. Okay. Just pet her back. Her mouth is busy. You're good. You're busy. She's much more interested in that grape than she is your fingers.